Are we live? Oh, yes, we are.
Are we live?
I think so, yeah.
Hey, what's up, everybody? So, yes, the usual drill. Can you hear us? How's the audio? How's the video? And it was a slightly mild, but this was an eventful week. Like, we just got Android 15. Like, this is supposed to be the biggest update of Android of the year. That's how it's supposed to be. And then we already have iOS 18, the iPhone 16, all of the good stuff. And this has been a pretty interesting week. Like, personally, I did a lot of research, and this is going to be a really packed live stream. So yeah, so just yes, the usual drill. Can you hear us? And if you have just joined the stream, like it, let other people know, let the algorithm know.
Oh, we have Abhinav here. Hi, Abhinav. How are you doing? Neil is saying hi.
Oh yes, I think now it's working.
Let's go.
Yes.
Yes, we have almost 300 people live.
Also, we'll be going to talk about something which I think no one has said still on YouTube, and this is some early trends. And if you're looking to buy a smartphone right now, I believe Diwali might not be the right time, because usually smartphones launch the next year, because no one wants to launch an old phone in November or December. So November, December is generally considered to be a drought period, but now all that January launches might happen in December. And it's all the race to have the first flagship with Snapdragon to come to India.
Yeah.
Oh, I thought you wanted to add something. Yeah.
Yeah. So I was thinking whether we should say that Christmas came in early because most of the launches are happening in December. But now I think we should say Diwali is coming early.
Diwali is coming early. Yeah. Let's Indianize it. Like, we'll say Diwali is coming early. So just to give you a rough idea of how the live is going to be, so we'll be talking about first upcoming smartphones, and this is something that's happening for the first time in India, because phones are launching a year before, or just 2 to 3 months before, but it's going to be 2024. A lot of flagships are launching, and a lot of interesting stuff is going to happen. So if you're out in the market looking to buy a smartphone, I think you should know this. That's what upcoming smartphone is. And then we'll talk about our dear Android 15 that has launched recently. There's iOS 18, and we'll have a fun little conversation with iOS versus Android, and what we think about the whole, and when will your smartphone get Android. That's something. And we have an entire list.
I think
And then there's interesting
talk about, yeah. What I want to know is when will my phone, like when will my
Yeah.
Android, and when will all the other Androids,
all the other people who are
Android
watching
15.
live, when will your phone get Android 15, and how does Android 15 now affect you? And then there's also something interesting happening in the PC world. Like, I think Windows is something that is under the radar, but a lot of interesting things are happening in the laptop segment, especially the laptop segment. So there's news from Intel and AMD, which you should know if you're out there buying a laptop. And Q3 smartphone results are out. So all of that. And then there is S25 leaks. Also, the S25, S24 FE. That's also there. We'll be talking all about that. And this is going to be a really packed live session. Let's go.
And just like always, if you guys have any questions, then you can also tag us here. Or if you have a super chat that we missed, then you can always ask us on Twitter as well. So let's go. So we will be talking more or less about this flow, but in the meantime, we will also taking all the questions.
And this is what this live session is about. Like, we could just record it and put it up, but we want to talk live to you. So something that is there in your mind and you want to just ask, like, we can answer. And it's like a fun conversation between two friends who are discussing late night tech. That's weird for everyone else, but that's really cool over here.
Not just two friends, all the team TechWiser, all the team. We are all friends here. Chalo. So let's start with the upcoming smartphone.
So suppose I'm in the market right now, and there's iPhone 15 on discount, there's S24 Ultra on discount, and there's a lot of smartphones that are currently on discount. So there's always this thought, like, should I buy OnePlus 12, or there will be OnePlus 13, which will be better, or should I buy this, or there's iQOO 13 coming up? So what as per you, what's happening currently in the whole launch thing?
Okay, so if we have to structure it in a way, from what I can understand, most upcoming smartphones are going to be flagships.
Okay.
You know, like iQOO 13, OnePlus 13, Snapdragon S20, that S25 series, and Vivo
Xiaomi 15
X200,
Pro.
Oppo Find and Xiaomi 15 Pro. So 80% of the upcoming launches that were happening in January will happen in November and December, and 80% of them are
Oh, it's
flagship.
November.
Yeah. Launch will happen in November, and we will start our videos in December.
December.
So
Okay.
it's actually, yeah, Christmas and Diwali both coming early.
So what is the one phone that you're really excited about that's launching in November and December?
Actually, a lot of them. So
Oh.
if we see, like, I was looking at a lot of launches and I've deduced certain patterns, what's gonna be happening. So one, like, all of the launches that are happening, be it Vivo X200, Xiaomi 13, Xiaomi 15 Pro, IQ 13, or OnePlus 13, all of them are coming with 6000 mAh battery now. Earlier it used to be 5000 or 550,
5500, yeah.
So they have increased the battery size, but interestingly, all of them are reducing the size as well. So phones are getting slimmer, but the battery is getting higher. That is like a new trend. Maybe they have developed some sort of a new tech in battery.
Or maybe the camera bump is higher.
No, but the weight is also less. S25 series will also weigh less and will be slimmer. So I think a certain innovation has happened in the battery department. Also, all of them this time are coming with a flat display. So just like we were talking, remember, like in phones, like budget phones like Infinix, Motos, they are coming with curved display. And the flagships, just to differentiate them, they are leaving the
curved
now
display
it's all
segment,
curved
and everything
display.
is flat.
And of course, we have like that Snapdragon 8 Gen 4 or 8 Elite, what
8
they are
Elite,
selling,
what
the
they call
first smartphone with 3 nanometer.
So basically, just to give you a gist of everything that we have talked about, there are two flagship chips that are launching in 2024. And ideally, this smartphone launch happens in January, and all of this launch happens in China in October, November, December, because it's the Chinese New Year. No one launches a phone in December or November because then it becomes 1 year old. So there are two flagship chipsets that will be launching. One is Dimensity 9400, and the other would be Snapdragon 8 Gen 4 or 8 Elite. Mostly it will be 8 Elite, but the naming is not confirmed as of now. So with the Dimensity 9400, and both of them are promising to beat the Apple A17 Pro Bionic by like a margin, like A17 Pro, my bad. They are going to beat that. So there's one smartphone that is coming with Dimensity 9400, which will be Vivo X200 series.
Yeah.
Interestingly, there's a compact phone, Vivo X200 Mini. Like we are trying to get it. Like I so want to cover it. Like I'm a fan of that Asus Zenfone and all of that stuff. And that small phone still has 5500 mAh battery, which is pretty crazy. They have not cut down on any features.
Does it also have that the 8 Gen? Is it coming with 8 Gen 4 or the Dimensity 9400?
9400.
And 9400, even the mini one.
The mini one, I think, yeah, they're not cutting down on any features. It's as it is. The camera, they will not have the 200 megapixel periscope camera, but everything else is there.
And what about the performance difference? I think this flagship of Snapdragon, I think they are doing a Snapdragon summit on 21st of October. Like in 2 to 3 days, they will have a Snapdragon summit, and then they will launch the 8 Gen 4. So what's the difference between 8 Gen 4 and Dimensity 9400?
So basically, what happens is every smartphone company makes a processor or system on chip, and these don't make them. They basically design it, and the main design is taken from ARM. So ARM is the company who licenses and does all of that stuff. So whatever you hear, A52 cores, A53, A73, Cortex X1, X2, this is all ARM processor cores. So 9400 will have all high powerful cores. That is, you will have X3 core, which I'm not sure, or A7 cores. So those are all high powered cores. That's why Dimensity 9400 is now rumored to score more than 30 lakhs on Antutu.
3 million,
30 million. 3 million or 30 lakhs on Antutu. It's very confusing, this lakh and million. I always get confused. And on the other end, Snapdragon 8 Elite is supposed, like, they have their processors in Windows laptop, which has their own custom designed Orion chips. So now they are moving to those Orion CPU cores in Snapdragon 8 Elite. So even that is known to have like a very good GPU, and it's going to outperform a lot compared to 8 Gen 3.
Okay, so just to talk about the specs real quick, the Vivo X200 will come with the flagship Dimensity in the 9400, and it is supposed to, so like there have been 2 leaks so far, one in 91 Mobile and one by On Leak. So they are saying that it will either cross 3 million or 2.8 million,
which is still again the highest.
The camera is going to be that 50-50. All of them will have 50-50. This will have 200 megapixel of telephoto. That is like, I think, 200 megapixel telephoto and 3.7x zoom, which is
yeah.
the highest so far,
Highest, and they
the
also
price
use it as a macro camera.
macro camera, and the price will be, of course, just like iPhone 16, 80,000.
No, usually I think the last one was on 90,000, so maybe they'll bump it up to around 1 lakh or
1
90,000.
lakh. They launched it for I think 69,000 in China. I'm not trying 69 or
But
79.
usually it gets a bit expensive when it
In
comes to
India.
India.
Then we have the OnePlus
So
12.
with Snapdragon 8 Gen 4, I think there will be OnePlus 13, iQOO 13, Oppo Find X series, Xiaomi 15 Pro, Realme GT. I don't not sure about the name, but a
Ultra.
lot of
Ultra
Ultra will also be there. There are a lot of phones that are coming with Snapdragon 8 Gen 4, which is very surprising. I remember even the last time the Dimensity 9300 was a very powerful processor, but no one used it except Vivo.
Yeah. And this time this time is also the same. Na? Vivo
Same.
is coming with
Only Vivo is using it.
Dimensity. Rest all of them have this. Again, another thing which is common in iQOO 13, OnePlus 13, Oppo Find X series, or even 15 Pro is like they will have 6,000 mAh battery, 6,000, sometimes 6,100 or 5,900, and all of them will support 100 watt of fast charging. Surprisingly, the like I was expecting a bump in the wireless charging. Usually last year it was all 50-50. This year also it's 50 watt only.
50 watt.
It's not going 75 watt or that.
Because in order to charge more than 50 watt, they have to sell their wireless charger in India.
Or yeah, one of the new thing, all of them are coming with IP69 this time. Remember?
That's gonna be the
new thing.
new thing.
But
yeah,
it makes sense in flagship.
So IP69 is something a lot of people don't know. It is for industrial use. Like you cannot use an IP69 underwater. That's IP68, 67. For IP69, it can sustain a lot of chemicals, high pressure spray, high temperature. So suppose there's a heater boiler and you want to install a device inside it. So that's what IP69 is. So mostly IP69 is done for industrial use. For a smartphone, I don't know.
Okay, so should we take some questions?
Yeah. Let's go.
Okay. Yeah. So Pratik is asking Pratik, why don't you start with start the series of iPhone home screen setup? What's on my home screen setup, or what's on my phone?
Oh, Android home screen setups. I thought iOS home screen setups. Android home screen setups, we could do that. There used to be KWGT widgets. We used to do quite a lot of them back then. We also used to do a lot of Android apps. But that, I think, that series has transferred to Shorts. I think it's much more explainable in 60 seconds if you just want to know the app name. We can do customizations, but I don't know. I mean, comment below if you guys still do those customizations, those home screen setups, because we do wallpaper apps in Shorts.
Yeah.
Yeah, we can go for that. Why not?
Okay, this is another one. Expertise asking live kya hota hai, someone tell me. So we will tell you.
We'll tell you. Go for it.
So live it has like three. This is the third generation, you can say, of the live. The first live we started, the SNL 1.0, was around COVID. Then post COVID we did SNL 2.0, and now this is SNL 3.0, which we are doing it from our own studio. So in case who are the older team TechWiser, they know, or the ChatWiser, they know that we used to do it in the Zoom screen back in the days. Two people putting AirPods
and COVID.
and COVID and the faulty connections, all of
that.
So now this is one, and the reason why we have live is because a lot of time we want to discuss tech with you. This is something that we really are passionate about, but we don't get enough time, and we do read all the comments, but it's not possible for us to reply every comment. So live is one of our way to interact with both of you guys.
And sometimes some smartphones, some talking is not big enough that you could make a long video on it, or it is not even like sometimes you can make shorts about it, but I don't think shorts has that nature of community building or something. It's much driven on how fast can you tell me what doesn't matter to me today. So live is something, it's a free flowing conversation. We can talk something off the script a bit longer and answer all your candid questions. And this is how it started.
1 second. Okay, so coming to, is Oppo launching the X8 series in India?
I think you had a lot to say about Oppo Find X8 series. For people who don't know, what is Oppo Find X8 series?
Okay, so Oppo Find X, Oppo and Vivo mostly are known for the camera, and Oppo Find X is mostly known for its camera, especially that periscope camera.
Yeah.
That you can go like this time. It's gonna have 3x optical zoom, And if I talk about the specs real quick, it's gonna have the same 6000 mAh battery, 5900 mAh
MH
battery,
battery.
Dimensity 9400,
Oh, it's
120.
Dimensity
Yeah,
9400.
Dimensity. Yeah, even I was surprised. And the camera setup is same, like 50 plus 50 main camera, then ultra wide and 50 megapixel periscope camera, but 3x optical zoom, and it also has the flat display of 120 watts, 120 hertz flat display. With LTPO and all the flagship features like NFC, wireless charging, those will be there.
Those will be there.
Yeah, but I don't want to jinx it, but we might have something special coming up with the Oppo Find X series, and a early sneak peek. If that happens, you guys will be the first one to know.
Oh, I don't know about this.
Oh, this is interesting. Yeah, this year we will see a lot of AI as well. So J Stark Gaming is asking, did we really need that much AI in smartphones?
So two small incidents that happened with us. Do we really need AI in smartphones? Is I think as of now, whatever AI features you have seen are very early or premature stage. Like initially it used to happen like your phone will have a removable back panel, your phone will have a display at the bottom. So there were kind of features which actually even the smartphone manufacturer didn't know whether people will like it or not. But then it went to a very mature stage, like you know right now what you want from a smartphone. You want a very good camera, you want a stable OS, you want good number of updates. So these are something which is decided. But with AI these things are not decided. And I have only two things which I expect from AI. AI will not do anything new that you have not been doing. Like removing background, removing noise from audio, all of them existed. They existed in different apps, but now you'll be able to do them pretty much faster, like 10x faster. Like today, we shot a footage, like we are shooting our shots and everything on a smartphone. We shot a footage and somehow the mic didn't record and there was no way to recover it. And I shot the same thing in a flight. So we used Pixel ka audio eraser to get the entire audio back. It would remove, and it almost sounded like I'm using a mic, but that's a phone audio. And you could actually do it using some other app, but it just took me like a smartphone, hardly 60 seconds. That is one. Second is about the AI features that you're seeing. Do we really need those AI features? I mean, the same people ask a question about, do we really need a folding phone? Like a lot of things we do really don't need, but once we get it, we start using it, we really want it. Like no one wanted the first iPhone or the first folding phone, but once you start using it, you realize how much your life is better when you are not using it. Like writing an email, I think none of us are now writing an email just by ourselves.
I do. Chalo, this is an interesting question, and maybe we can even convert it into a long form video. iPhone 16 versus Pixel 9 versus S24. What are your thoughts?
There are very few videos on this. I think no one considers Pixel. Our audience loves Pixel. Like that's why even I love Pixel, like secondary device. So we'll try to put the Pixel 9, S24, iPhone 16. And what would be interesting is iPhone 16 out of all the four phones has been the most worth it or value for money upgrade, which is very rarely said for an iPhone. So and Pixel 9 does not have heating issues this year. And S24 with Exynos and all of that is, and all the AI features that they're providing is turning out to be a very good deal.
Should we do a dedicated video on iPhone 16 versus the S24? What do you guys think? Just let us know in the comments. Is that something you will be interested in, or how should we do it if you go about it? Just let us know.
iPhone 16 was selling on Zepto for 10,000 discount, and you would get it delivered in 8 seconds. Although it, 8 minutes.
8 minutes. Someday 8 seconds.
Someday 8 seconds. It's like I didn't press the order button. No, here's your phone. Here's your phone.
And surprisingly, I had seen one screenshot on Twitter that someone was ordering the iPhone 16 on Zepto and they were getting Szechuan chutney.
Let's go.
What do you buy and what do you not buy doesn't make sense. So just the burn that you didn't get the charger in the box, maybe Szechuan chutney is
but see this like 10 minutes delivery, and now Blinkit is also
Flipkart.
offering the Flipkart Blinkit is offering a 10 minutes return as well.
Acha, they have just started a return and
if you think about it, nowhere in the world, even in US, you have to wait 2 days to get an Amazon delivery, and they will deliver it to your place. And to return, you have to go to the Amazon center to return. Wahan pe bhi delivery and return is not that easy. India, it's already that easy, and now you also have 10 minutes of delivery.
So, Chad, do you have Zepto, Blinkit, or anything at your home place? And it's very difficult to explain it to people. Like someone asked me, should I buy an iPhone 16? And he was in Varanasi, and I was about to tell him like you should order it from Zepto, but then I realized Zepto is not present over there. It's like a whole different world when you bring this 5 minutes, 4 minutes app, and then you remove them. Like I have stopped ordering from Amazon. Like all the small stuffs, I don't order, like batteries, even the dry fruits, and all of that petty things. I only order electronics or the high level stuff from Amazon, but all the smaller things under 1,000 or 2,000 rupees, it's all Blinkit now.
And sometimes funny, it's even cheaper than Amazon.
It's actually, previously it was not cheaper than Amazon.
Like Bezos has that line, customer will always want things to be cheaper and
And
faster.
And now that is
Blinkit and Zepto are doing.
now that's
Cheaper
coming
and
back.
faster, much cheaper, significantly faster, and sometimes cheaper. Okay, this is an interesting one. Aditya is asking, are there any plans for giveaway?
Oh, I don't know. This was a very rough plan. I mean, you guys can let us know if you want us to do this. But we were thinking of doing something like a ShotForTW, like photo contest, where and we don't just want to do it for one person. We could do 10-20 people, and we could give you like Diwali ka pre-gift, so that Diwali is all about happiness. You guys also get it, we also get it. So, but you have to take a photo from your smartphone. I'm not sure if AI and all will be allowed, but something like a Diwali theme or something which you really like, and just tag us hashtag ShotForTW anywhere on all social media platforms. Just use the hashtag ShotForTW. We'll formally announce this in a community post or a video. But if you guys like this idea, we'll go forward with it.
Just guys, can we do a poll? Can we do a poll here? Let's do a poll. So it's just to reiterate what Prateek said, we are not doing giveaway technically, but more
it's a
like
contest. It's a contest. Yeah, it's a contest. Giveaway, I feel, I don't know, it has its appeal. Sometimes I know people need it, but giveaway is like no efforts and you get something.
Yeah.
But and in a contest, at least effort gets rewarded.
And the market has also matured a lot now. Like earlier, when YouTube was just getting traction, giveaway used to be a big thing. And a lot of people need a lot of boost in subscribers and social media, but now everyone have that. So it's more about creating value now. Let's do a poll, and let me see how we can do the poll. Meanwhile, you can talk about this. Is S23 FE? I think it's sold for around 37,000 in the sale, and now that will be the price.
Let's cover S23 FE and also cover S24 FE.
Go.
Let's go.
Chalo.
I think it's down, or I'm about to shift to it. I'm not sure, but I was thinking of shifting to it. But yeah, S23 FE definitely worth it. I mean, you get Moto Edge 50 Pro in that. It comes around 29,000 rupees. I think that is the prime spot for every FE series. Like most of us has bought S21 FE, S20 FE in that under 30,000 price segment. So in that price point, first of all, you're getting Exynos 2200. I think Exynos 2200, which is a good enough processor. Like if you go on 5G and do all of that, it heats up. But in a day-to-day use, if you're mostly on Wi-Fi, it performs well. They changed the design of FE from more compact to a bigger phone, so it looks much like a S23 Plus, or rather an A7 series phone. Like they cancelled the A7 series. It looks more bulky, or not exactly bulky, but a thick and a big device. FE didn't used to be like that. You get IP68 rating, which again you get in this price point, but the telephoto camera and the video performance that you get in this price range, 4K 30 FPS on all 4 cameras, front camera, rear camera, you can switch while you're recording a video, you get all the AI features pretty much. I think the translation on device or something is missing, but apart from that, you get all of the features on the S23 FE. So definitely, if you're looking for an overall good phone and you also want to do video recording as well as take a good photos, I would recommend S23 FE. But now comes S24 FE. See, you cannot compare the price. S24 FE has launched for 60,000 rupees and S23 FE is like around 30,000 rupees, half the price difference. In no way you can justify S24 FE. But yeah, S24 FE comes with Exynos 2400E, which is more or less 5 to 10% less performing than Exynos 2400 in Antutu scores and all of that benchmarks. Plus, I think camera, except I think the main camera, I don't think even the main camera. I think camera per se in S24 FE and S24 is similar. 50 megapixel main, 10 megapixel ultra wide, and 8 megapixel telephoto. telephoto they haven't updated, right? The S24 I think has 10 megapixel telephoto. So more or less the camera is mostly the same. I think in terms of AI features, I think Samsung has given it till A series. So most of it you will be getting on S24 as well as S23 FE. So in my opinion, currently, if you have that much budget, I think S24 or even S24 Plus makes a lot more sense. And of course, it becomes a very good deal if the price goes down. So,
Okay, Shobik, just
oh, I
one
spoke
thing.
a lot about it.
Uh, can we like create a poll if possible? Like I'm not getting any poll
Hold
the
on, hold
screen.
on. I'll create a poll.
है ना?
Start a
Yes.
poll. Should we do a photo contest?
Yeah. Should we do a photo contest this Diwali? Yes. And hell
Hashtag.
yes.
Hell yes. ShotForTW. Hell yes. Hell yeah. Poll started. You should have told me. You were figuring out the whole time.
Posted
I
it
started
on
a poll.
phone.
I'll just remove the other.
Let's go, guys. It's Diwali time. Diwali is also coming early for you.
Oh, it's already hell yeah. Sorry. Oh, there's a close contest between yes and hell yeah. So quite confusing, guys. Like decide, pick one. Okay, moving on. I think before we go to, and should we talk about Android 15 or iOS 18 right now, or should we talk about the Intel and AMD thing?
Let's talk about. Let's ask the chat. Oh, I can see no iOS, no Android, Windows Mobile were the best thing. Remember? Okay. But it didn't last long. Like it's a long journey to have that.
We do remember, but I think people don't remember it. That's why no one has a Windows phone. So yeah, let's go for Android 15. So if in case you guys don't know, the Android 15 stable released this week, and this Pixel 9 series probably was the first Pixel phone to come with an older Android version. So they have now dropped the Android 15, and you have been using the Fold, but I think you are also using the iOS 18. So let's do this. I'll give you top 4 features that has come in Android 15. You give me top 4 features that has come in iOS 18, and then we'll decide which one is the most exciting update.
No, we don't have to decide it. We already know. Android 18.
Personally, being an Android fanboy, I think Android 15 is the most boring update that they have given, and I have been constantly feeling this in Android 14 or even 12. I might say 12, 13. It's not much of changes. Like it's a stable operating system. What they do is they bring other MIUI, One UI features. They just integrate it over here, and then they release a new update. Now it's been like just for the sake of releasing a new update, they're releasing an Android update every year. So top 4 features. Yeah, let's go. So number 1 feature is private space. Now you can create a private space over here, and you can hide your apps, you can put apps, you can lock them, which will not be available in plain sight, and it was already there in One UI and Moto UI. Number 2 feature is theft detection lock. So suppose your phone is unlocked and someone just snatches it from your hand and runs quickly, your phone will automatically get locked. It will detect like it's in a motion, and it will automatically lock your phone, because then it would be hard for him to unlock and do all of that crazy stuff. Now, and just another measure in terms of theft protection is if you turn off Bluetooth, after 1 day, it will automatically turn on, so that it could still have that Find My offline and all of that features. So even if you turn off Bluetooth, it will automatically turn on.
Interesting.
Yes. And number 4 is, now if you press over here, circle to search, you will also have this music option. So you can identify.
Sometimes it automatically does that. I remember Sayan.
It does it with the Pixel.
Not with the Pixel, but which phone was Sayan using? We were in the Meta event and there was some music. Pixel 9. It automatically detected the music.
That's the best feature. Like some of the Pixel features are so silent and so underrated. Like they just work and you don't even know like they're working.
Yeah.
It's a very...
Chalo, so iOS 18 top highlight. 2 things that I would like to say before we come to that. Like the AI part of the biggest part of iOS 18 update, which is the AI that will come in 2025.
It's not AI, it's Apple Intelligence. It's not AI.
So that is gonna come in 2025. But I think you can still get it in beta. Some of the features are available.
You can get it in
beta.
beta.
The writing tools and the cleanup tool in gallery.
Cleanup tool and gallery.
Photos. Those are there in beta. And other thing that I think iOS 18 may it's a very good update, but it was a very long due update. A lot of features should have arrived, like home screen customize, call recording.
Call recording they've given right now.
Call recording is one feature that I miss so much. I have to switch to an Android. Sometimes you really need that. So my favorite feature of iOS 18 would be call recording. Uske liye to a lot of people were jumping to Samsung. So that would be one. Second is locking a dedicated app with password.
Ah,
Like, a lot of people
With
who have
Face ID,
like
but you
dating
can-
apps, matrimonial apps on their phone, and they don't want it to go out. So there was no app. There was no, like, natively you can do it in WhatsApp, but only when the app provides a feature. But now you can log a third-party app. So that is like I think this was launched in Android Lollipop or something, like with the third-party apps. Now it's coming to iPhone. So a lot of things are coming very late, and then I think
the control center customization, and then you can move an app anywhere on the home screen. That is
yeah,
also there.
also not good for like the publishers like us, but there is a feature of hiding distracting items. So you can hide
Sir,
distract.
just just I would like to show this to the people, and then I would like your opinion on this.
Acha.
What do you think about
No,
this?
it will come more inside. It will come on the inside. Let me show.
Yeah.
What I have to do.
Just keep swiping and show people the customization features that we are talking about. You notice something odd over here.
Oh, app icons. You can change app icons. Like you could
The tint and
have
everything.
third-party app icons. You can change their color. Oh my god.
You can apply, but you cannot do the icon packs. It doesn't support
No,
third-party icon
it's not
packs.
about the icon app. So if you see over here, if I go to customize
Hmm.
and if I go to tinted, and now
You can change the color of the app.
Colors.
Yeah. It's not showing. It's not showing up, but it's not showing up. But one feature that I really liked is, and I think Android should have done it, and I feel Android has far better notifications than iOS. Like if you use an iPhone, you might know how your notifications are. No one reads them. It's just there. So now they have an AI-based notification summary. So if you have, like, suppose 10 or 100 emails or 10 WhatsApp messages and everything, it will just show you a summary of it on the lock screen.
So I have an example for it.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Why not? But the hot take, are you using notification as much? It's like, remember back in the days, people used to have custom ringtones, but now it has faded away. Everyone that I know is either keep their
I
phone on
personally
silent or-
customize my notification. I don't like Zepto ka marketing promotional
know,
messages.
you custom-
I use only delivery channel, which is, I think, one of the best feature in Android. But I use notifications.
I have turned it off ever everything. Like
Achha.
the first time you open the app, it asks, "No, do you want notification?" By
Notification.
default for me, it's
By
no.
default is
Only for Slack and WhatsApp.
but then you need Zepto, Zomato, MyGate, and all
They
of
will
that.
ring the calling bell, or it will come to my gate.
So this is how the summary feature looks like. I don't know if it's visible.
Yeah, it is, but not to the main camera.
So if you see the Zomato ka thing,
Hmm.
it has summarized the notification, and even there is another one I can show. If you swipe up, there is Ola ka as well.
So fare is 39 and your boss turned. So basically it uses AI, I think, or just uses normal random machine learning. It will read your notification by itself and then just give you a summary of it, so you don't have to go through the entire thing, which I feel is like a really good update. Then they also had a passwords app and all of that. Then the Apple Intelligence is coming in 2025, and which will only come on iPhone 15 Pro, 15 Pro Max, and the iPhone 16 series. I like personally, I have all my life used Android, and I was always excited about the Android updates. But I think iOS 18 has this year. It's the most exciting update, and basically long due, but a lot of it.
Yeah. Android 50, like Android is slowly copying it from like this. iPhone updates are being copied from Android. And Android is copying from other skins.
One UI or HyperOS. It's just that when that's how I see Android update. Once Android gives the update, it is sure that it will come to every other Android phone. So they set a base standard line. That's what they do. They don't innovate or they don't bring new feature. They just set a standard baseline or a benchmark. Now every phone will get it.
Okay, so on that note, and I think a lot of people, a lot of Team TechWiser will have the same question. When will my Android get Android 15?
There is a lot of surprising announcement on this, and I did a lot of digging, and Shobikda will have a lot of screenshots to show. So when will your device receive Android 15? So now that So usually what happens is once the Android 15 stable update comes, all other OEMs start pushing Android 15 update. First of all, let's start with Motorola. I think our lot of our audience has a Motorola smartphone, and you might be wondering which of the smartphones will get a Motorola update. So Motorola had a very silent announcement. So we applied for the Android 15 update, and beta is rolling out currently. So Motorola Edge 50 Fusion is currently getting the Android 15 beta update. So it's in beta. You cannot, like, you'll have to fill up a form and all of that. We are still due. We are waiting for it. We are in line. But other phones that have been announced is Motorola.
Can we get it on home,
On screen.
on screen? Yeah, it
Yeah,
will
yeah,
be really
on screen.
useful.
Yeah, and we also, as always, leave timestamps if you find it helpful, or if you want to add. So those timestamps are AI generated. So if you guys want to correct it, you can correct it in the comments below.
Chalo, so we are done with. Let's quickly show if we can do Motorola on screen.
Oh yeah, there
Yeah,
you
yeah,
get it.
there
There
you
you get it. So Motorola Edge 50 Fusion has started rolling out the beta update. So you'll have to go fill up a form, join everything, give your email ID. That's how you'll get only on Motorola Edge 50 Fusion as of now. The other phones that are eligible for the update is Motorola Edge 40, Edge 40 Pro. I think we'll wait for it. So it's okay. It's okay. This is how life is. Things happen.
Pixel users are flexing Android 15.
Yes. So all the Pixel phones have got it. Just to give it out there, all the Pixel, and that is the only reason why you buy a Pixel phone and you get excited about it. Like, I have it before everyone else. The only phone that, so Motorola Edge 40, Edge 40 Pro, all the Edge 50 series, the date is not announced, but these phones are eligible for the Android 15 update. The only phone that was surprisingly excluded, or I think it could be a mistake, but that was Motorola G64. It's not included in the Android 15 list, which is surprising. I think the phone launched on April 16 in India, 2024. I don't know why did they exclude it, but that's excluded. All the Razer 2023, 2024, all the versions will get a Android 15 update. Moving on, next is from Samsung, and this is quite surprising. I think they did a One UI 7 developer conference, and it's rumored that the major complaint people had from One UI is animations, and animations are not that fluid on Samsung's One UI as compared to iOS and Google Pixel. But they are going to do the most drastic change in terms of One UI, in terms of animation and all of that stuff. And they are even giving you the option to customize the animation speed and everything. Like, they are going all God mode on it. You will get a proper graph where you can tune how fast the app will open, how it will slow down, and how fast it will slow.
The animation.
Yeah, they're giving you a graph. I think it will come in Good Luck module.
But cannot you already do this, like animation speed?
No, that's different. That's different. Like, if you open an app, see how quickly it opens and how quickly it goes back. So you can decide the graph of its speed. Like, it should open fast, it should but come very slowly, and then when it closes, it should go fast. So you can fine tune it. It's like highlights, midtone, shadows, that graph. It's that kind of graph. So and also there was a screenshot floating around where they gave you an option to customize your animation, like a fruit phone, which is definitely, we know what it is, or a Pixel phone.
Do you think a lot of features that comes to One UI are coming from popular Good Luck modules?
Even I feel.
But
now they are adding a lot of stuff in Good Luck module as well. So outside India, Good Luck modules are given by default. I think your entire phone is visible.
Is it?
It's the screenshot, like one part of how One UI 7
Acha will look like. Oh my god. For a sec, I thought that was iOS.
Yeah.
So yeah, so the apart from, I think they're doing a lot of changes in the Good Luck modules, and outside India, Good Luck comes by default. Like, we went to South Korea and we had the fold and flip over there, and I was surprised to see Good Luck is installed in that. So in India, you have to install it separately, and up until long ago, they didn't used to give Good Luck in India. It didn't support. Used to have VPN and all of that stuff.
And a lot of like particular I think M35 it doesn't even have a native good lock support. So maybe someone
Smaller phones don't have, but then you can
side
sideload, fine lock, and all of that through GitHub. You can do that. So to answer your specific question, your Fold will not get Android 15 up until next year. So they are delaying the launch of One UI 7, which is very surprising. Samsung has always been the first to launch Android 15, but it has been delayed up until next year, 2025. So it will start coming with S25 series, which will again launch just before in January.
I think OnePlus will get it. Like OnePlus 13 is gonna coming next, and it will come with Android 15.
Yeah, Android 15. So it might be the first phone. So let's move on to OnePlus. What is the OnePlus schedule? So OnePlus will launch Oxygen OS 15, which is based on Android 15, in the next half of October 2024. So you could be expecting an announcement of 24 or 25, as don't know if it's official or if it's rumors, but it's 24, 25. OnePlus 12 and OnePlus Open will get Oxygen OS 15 in mid to late November. The OnePlus 13 that is coming out will come with Oxygen OS 15. OnePlus, yeah, that's coming. And the Nord series, it might be late December or early 2025. You'll get beta, but there is no official announcement regarding the other OnePlus series ka phone.
So the latest flagship will come with Android 15, then the last year flagship or this year flagship will get it, and
mid to late November in beta, and then the Nord series will get it, which is again pretty much late.
I think the same will be the pattern for iQOO and Vivo. Now, Vivo, how is it with Vivo?
Surprisingly, Vivo has started rolling out the Android 15 update. One of the few companies to do it like very early. And plus, if you don't know, in India they use FunTouch OS.
Did it come to Vivo before then Pixel?
No, the beta came. The beta came before, but beta was already there. It is one of the first few companies to give beta first. But that only came on Vivo X Fold 3.
It's very surprising. I was looking at some comment and they were asking, did the Vivo phone have Android 15 before Pixel? And it actually is.
It had beta. But Pixel Bay, you could install beta from August only. That's there.
Officially.
Officially, they launched in a developer version. So FunTouch OS 15. So in India they give FunTouch OS, and in China they give you Origin OS. So and Origin OS is really good in terms of animations and all of that. So they are not giving you Origin OS in India, but they will be bringing animations of Origin OS to FunTouch OS. And FunTouch OS lacks animation, and even the settings page and all of that looks very dated. It looks like Android 10, Android 11 type. They recently brought that Material UI theme, but it is still not fully implemented across the UI. So that they will be implementing in FunTouch OS 15. So Vivo X Fold 3, it is rolling out in India. It might come to late October 2025, but you can enroll in the beta if you have a Vivo X Fold 3. And X100 Pro, X90, X90 Pro, all the flagship X series will get it later this year. And all the Vivo V40 series, V series, V29, V30 gradually will start getting it next year, 2025. All the list is included of the phones, but since this is a Chinese exclusive list or a global list, there's no Vivo T series here because Vivo T series in India specific, but that will also get around along with Vivo Y in some. That date for that is not announced as of now.
How about Nothing? I see a lot of comments with Nothing.
Yeah. So we did cover Nothing OS 3 on. Surprisingly, Nothing delayed their flagship launch for this year, so they could concentrate and launch their OS or a new version, which is something a lot of brands don't do that. So that was something. So you, as of now, you get Nothing OS 3, which is based on Android 15 in Nothing Phone 2A. Right now, if you have a Nothing Phone 2A, you can get beta, although not recommended to install on your personal device and all of that. And then Nothing Phone 1, Phone 2, Phone 2A Plus, and CMF Phone 1 will get it in December 2024.
Chalo, there's an interesting question. Let's take a break and address that. So again, this time TechWiser is asking TechWiser, should I buy a flagship phone now or wait for the upcoming one? So we already know that there is iQOO 13, OnePlus 13, Vivo X200, S24 Ultra, S25 Ultra, all the flagships, like 80% of the flagships are going to come in the next 1 or 2 months. So should I wait for it? Or should I buy in the Diwali sale, which will be cheaper?
See, if you have a budget of 50 to 70,000, I say get it right now. No matter how long you wait, there is nothing coming in that price point. It will be mostly 75,000 up, 80,000 up. I think there will be S25.
IQ 13,
IQ 13.
55,
Yeah,
60
yeah.
में हो
So if
जाएगा.
you're looking to get IQ 12, I think you should wait. If you're looking to get OnePlus 12, I think you should wait. But if you're buying S23, S24 or an iPhone, I think you should get it. उसमें कोई delay नहीं होने वाला. And I don't think even if the new versions launch, they will drop the price much more for the previous versions.
S24 Ultra prices have dropped.
It is selling somewhere around 96, 97,000 in India.
Also, but there is one thing to consider. There is going to be a significant shift between the flagship of
97.
this year and the upcoming flagship versus the flagship of past year. The display is going to be flat. पहले curve था. Battery is going to be increasing 10 to 20%. 6000 is going to be the base. Snapdragon 8 Gen 4 और Elite आने वाला है. अब we don't know उसमें AI का what would be the thing with AI, वो 2 दिन में पता चलेगा. So those trends are changing. A lot of trends are changing. So that will be one factor that you guys should consider. The flagship of this year will have a very different trend than the flagship of last year. And even the telephoto camera has a lot of movement. Like 50 plus 50 is common, but a lot of people like
they had it last year, but all the Vivo, Oppo and all of that were not so high on their flagship launches. But now you will see Oppo, Vivo and everyone launching their flagships in India. So those existed in China, but now they are slowly starting to come in India because they are getting very good response over here. So that is one of the difference. But I would still say wait for OnePlus 13 if you're looking to buy a OnePlus phone. Samsung, that's still January.
Okay, we have another interesting question, and I recently started using GoodLock. I was thinking maybe if we can even do a shorts about it. Does GoodLock affect the performance of the device? For personally me, from what I've started using it, those volume में you increase or decrease the volume तो एक अच्छा animation आया था. Those things मेरे को तो I don't find any difference in performance. But then again, why is not in the Play Store?
Oh, because it's in the Galaxy Store.
But why can't you get it from the Play Store as well? Yeah, why sometimes even in the Samsung device it's not supported in India.
On some Samsung devices they just want to keep it different. Like they want to give some modules, like some of those modules like one-handed flip or the camera modifications that you can do, which should not be done on the base phones. That's why they don't give those features on the base or the M series, F series phone. They give partial. You can still sideload, but those apps start crashing. So for like there's a camera assistant module. If there's a shutter lag, you can decrease the processing speed and you can just have the photo like this. So GoodLock module, that's why they don't give it. Your question, why don't they put it on Google Play Store? Because Galaxy Store and the Google Play Store have their two different requirements. They could easily put it. There should not be that much of an issue, but they still choose to do it via Samsung Galaxy Store.
Yeah, and talking about Play Store, there's a huge big update now. Like I think the recent lawsuit of Epic Games, and even the right now the Google cannot charge 30% commission on any paid services. So the prices will drop. Spotify, I think Spotify prices will drop on the Play Store. YouTube
so they're
is already
removing the 30% charge. They're removing the 30% charge, or they're giving people exceptions?
No, they're just removing it because if you see YouTube, I used to buy YouTube Premium all the time from the website, but if you buy it from the app, it's going to be 30% more expensive. Now the prices are same. जो website पे वही you will get it on the Play Store.
Oh, the Google Play Store will charge third-party subscription apps a 15% commission. Previously, subscription apps were charged 30% for the first year, then 15% thereafter. Also, Google charged 15% for the first 1 million in revenue.
Are they charging 15%? I don't think they can.
Yeah, they dropped the commission. Oh, this is 2021.
Achha, just a quick one. Any leak on S25 Ultra? I think we might have missed it, but if we very like if I give it 2 to 3 points, S25 Ultra, like the S24 or the 23 Ultra, they are very like they are a great device, but if you hold it from one hand, it's very broad. So right now what they are doing, it's making a bit taller and slimmer. So that is like one big change that is coming.
One-handed usage goes
or flat display, so no curved one. But I think that flat and curved is or like the rounded edges. This time it will have rounded edges and not the these are the trend. 3 saal they do like rounded edges, then 3
they
saal
go
they
back
do
to
like curve, then this. So wo wala trend hai. So cosmetically, I think it's gonna be changing, but there isn't much difference. And camera wise, it's a pretty much same. Processor, 8 Gen Elite वो confirm हो
8
गया.
Elite
They might even drop Exynos in the
in the base,
base.
S25 and S25 plus.
as per the rumors, वो
Rumors.
interesting, and they might go for MediaTek.
That is very surprising. 9400, right?
हाँ,
This or 9300. They're saying it could be Snapdragon globally, or they could only have Dimensity in India and South Korea and European countries.
Oh, I am a 10th class student.
So in US they have a lawsuit, they cannot launch it with Exynos.
Exynos. Tanit Gaming is asking, I'm a 10th class student, which is better, Chromebook or a second-handed Windows laptop? Should we do a video on Chromebook?
We were thinking of doing a video on Chromebook. Like I switched to a Chromebook for 7 days or 14 days and just try to use it as my primary machine and see what all the things can go wrong. My sister, I recommended her to buy a Chromebook. So she has a Chromebook. She faces a couple of problems, but most of the things it gets done. Should I buy a Chromebook? Your Chromebook will definitely have better performance than a new Windows laptop at this price range. That is pretty much sure. Second-hand Windows laptop completely depends. See, how I'll put this, if you're a college student or if you go to any classes or institution, if they use Windows laptop over there, you should use Windows laptop. Otherwise, both bura fasoge, koi point nahi hai. But if you are looking for something college wise or school wise and your usage is only limited to Google Chrome, then I think a Chromebook makes sense. But if you're studying, you're into an institution, because what they'll do, you'll have to replicate the same on your machine. And Chromebook mein you will get stuck at some point.
How can we put it this way? If you have only budget for one primary computer, then get a
Windows laptop.
But if you want a secondary one that you can use while traveling and it's inexpensive, so even if it's get here and
or
there,
if you're in a school or college and you need a device for entertainment, or you're going to buy a tablet, then also Chromebook is much more productive than a tablet.
It's like a secondary thing. Like just a tablet is no one's first device. वो secondary होता है. So वैसे ही Chromebook is like a secondary device. Portability. Okay, Pratik is asking you, Pratik. After like this, I've seen a lot of times. What wallpaper is Pratik using on?
Oh, these are Pixel's specific wallpaper. I think they have something called Motif, something like that. They have their own series or something. So, not sure.
I think you can get these wallpapers on the Play Store app.
Oh, there is an app. Yeah, you can sideload Pixel wallpaper app. You will get it from there.
Unfortunately, we can't provide it. Like we would have loved to provide a drive link, but that's not possible for us. So you can do it.
At this stage, we cannot drop links.
Okay, so
imagine TechWiser launching a wallpaper app. After the recent things about a wallpaper app, I think we should stay away from launching a. I think we make good tech videos. We rather might open another YouTube channel. I think that makes much more sense rather than launching a wallpaper app or launching a tech product,
or even a non-tech product.
Non-tech product, non-tech to kya hi matlab.
Okay. I see a super chat that we missed. There are a couple of super chats. Let's take them. Okay. Ayan is asking, should I buy an iPad Air M2 or a Tab S9 for making notes? iPad Air M2 or Tab S9? We tested the S9 FE, na?
S9 FE. Tab S9 has an AMOLED.
Just bear with us for a moment. You have to speak louder. In the meantime, I'll do the setting.
Yeah, this one is my back. We can keep it in the.
So yes. I think
Start a podcast channel. Interesting. What do you guys think?
Podcast channel. Why not do it on the same channel?
Yeah, same channel. How many people like this is an idea that even we have been pondering about, but then again, how many people are up for it? So let us know in the comments, like podcast gay or podcast hell yeah. Hell yeah.
There is no option. If they ask to do it,
we can't hear properly.
You just have to imagine, like we do how much, 5 or 6 shots a day. We do a week. Okay. Oh my god. And I think we do 5 to 6 reels a week, and then I think we do 3 or 4 long format. That format. That's about 20 to 100x a week.
Hmm. Hmm.
That's pretty.
Okay, is it fixed now? Guys, let us know in the comments.
Is the audio fixed? Is the audio fixed?
Yeah.
So coming back to it, get an iPad Air M2 because you will have much better third-party app support, much better Apple Pencil support. iPad Air M2, I think, also supports Apple Pencil third gen. You'll have to spend 10,000. See, महंगा पड़ेगा iPad Air M2, but if I think Android tablets are nowhere close to in terms of OS apps and features as compared to, and Apple Pencil single-handedly wins for iPad.
Okay, coming on to the next one, and I see another question.
Why
We can
2-3 years old Galaxy S25 FE still so popular? I mean, FE is supposed to be fan edition. I think you get Snapdragon first of all. All out of all the FE they have launched,
help me understand ना, like
हाँ.
in 1 minute help me understand all the Samsung series. क्या लाइनअप होता है एम ए एफ ई एंड अल्ट्रा एंड फोल्ड उसका लाइनअप कैसा
Okay,
जाता है
so Samsung has a flagship series which is called S series.
हाँ.
You will get the best and the latest and the greatest offering from Samsung in their flagship series, which is S series. And of course, they'll charge a flagship money. This is base S plus series, and there's Ultra. Then there is a Galaxy Z series, which is exclusive for their folding devices. You'll have a flip device, you have a fold device, that is Galaxy Z. Then sometimes, just to give you better features than the S series at a much cheaper price point, not better features, but all the good features like an IP rating, telephoto camera, performance, and a battery, wireless charging, all of that good features. And I think a plastic bag, no one cares about a plastic bag. You need a metal frame because if the phone falls, the dents are better. You don't need that slim bezels and all of that. So that they give it in FE series, which is known to be the fan edition series. So that is one series. And then there was M and F series, which was supposed to be an online series. There was a slightly premium A series, which falls between 25 to 40,000 price range, where they used to sell certain premium features with the premium One UI and that Samsung wallet and all of that stuff, and that they used to sell from 25,000 to 40,000. But now everything is all over the place. But these are basically primarily all the Samsung lineup.
And also a lot of people think that way, and it's also true for a lot of reasons. If you turn the Samsung phone from the back, all of them look the same. A, M,
Oh, so
F,
this
F,
happens
E.
in cars. So they are following the same car principle. Like if you pick up a Mercedes and all of that, most of them will look similar from the front. It's C class, S class, and all of that. So they are following that car manufacturer ka analogy. If you see a Samsung phone, you know a Samsung phone. You don't know what the price is, but
yeah. Kind of like iPhone as well, na?
iPhone only sells flagship, but Samsung also sells budget phone. I think as a flagship user might not like it.
Okay, podcast about, so TechWiser is suggesting or asking TechWiser again podcast about upcoming tech developments. Interesting. Why not?
It could be more like a tech news. I don't know how the format will go, but we'll want to keep more people in it and make it something which is very valuable or I think fun, valuable for the people.
Yeah. Oh. So now this time TechWiser is very active. So
this is us.
This is us only. Okay. I thought like
not used
the
to.
logo is also same this time. Okay, this is just a super chat. And what do we have here? Manish is asking, can you please make a video on the best small compact phone like Pixel 9 Pro or 16 compact phone?
16? 9 Pro versus 16 Pro. Pixel 9 Pro pre-booking has been started. They have not launched anything regarding Pixel 9 Pro, and even we don't have. It's 9 Pro XL, so more or less the same thing. Lesser battery, smaller screen you will get in Pixel 9 Pro. Is it?
वो compact है 16 Pro?
They reduced the size. 16 Pro, 6.1 inch.
6.1 is compact
and 120 Hz. Best small compact phone. I mean, this is a very 1 lakh plus video, and the crowd will burn us. But just to give you an idea, I think if you're thinking of getting 16 Pro, if you're getting 15 Pro for lesser price, I think you should opt for 15 Pro. Not much of a difference. The only thing is they've given a 5x telephoto camera now on the 5 Pro. Get a 15 Pro Max instead of a 16 Pro. But again, if you want a compact phone, you want a compact phone. For the Pixel 9 Pro, no idea. Not used it, but as per my experience, the battery life on the Pixel 9 Pro XL has been really good. I didn't find any heating issues. Slightly, I think network wala thoda bahut idhar udhar hota hai. 5G, 4G, it fiddles between. Rest of the Samsung or something stays on 5G, but this goes in the lift area, basement area. It happens slightly, but it's been so far good.
What about Zenfone? Is it coming?
Nahi, they cancelled the Zenfone
Pura
series.
series ही ना?
They removed the compact wala phone. No one buys a compact phone.
हाँ.
People, the internet wants a compact phone, but the sales number doesn't show a compact phone.
Okay, I think it's almost
1 hour.
an hour. Yeah. So let's wrap it up and we will take like what last 1 or 2 questions. Let's go, guys. Be as creative as possible. So Hinish is asking, I have a 1 lakh budget and I'm looking for an S23 Ultra. And I'm also waiting for the OnePlus 13, but S20, S24, S.
Anti-reflective coating and even bezels look more appealing to me, and OnePlus feels cheap. I think OnePlus, I'm also waiting. OnePlus 13 is going to be flat. It's going to be a lot different from OnePlus 12. OnePlus 12 is curved. It's a big phone. Like, although if you're looking at S23, for some reason, S24 Ultra still doesn't feel that big, but OnePlus 12 still feels like a big, chunky phone. So
Even S23 Ultra, like I recently got an S23 Ultra. It is like big, as in if you're using it from one hand, we don't have it here.
So a slightly small thing that manufacturers do, if your frame is rounded, the phone feels smaller, but it will feel much more slippery. And if your frame is, if your display is rounded, and if your phone is, if the frame is flat, then the phone might feel bigger, but it will actually not be that bigger.
And a lot of depends on the price as well. iPhone OnePlus 13. I think OnePlus 12 was launched somewhere between 65 to 70. So iPhone OnePlus 13 will also be like 65, 70.
Up
70.
That.
Let's assume that's 70.
70.
And you can get S23 Ultra for 75 as well. So price is same. One is the flagship with Snapdragon 8 Gen 4. The other one is the last year Snapdragon 8 Gen 3. And newer one. So we have to factor in price is same, but one is the latest flagship and one is the last year. And after S25, it will be 2 years back.
I think you should wait till the launch of OnePlus 13. Then you can make a call.
Maybe should we do, like, also guys, you should also let us know, should we do a flagship comparison with the new design? 13, iQOO 13, OnePlus 13, Vivo X200, Xiaomi 15 Pro. Yeah, maybe an overview of tech trends or like the patterns of flagships, you know?
Changing smartphone trends. I think we will get the Vivo X200 Mini somewhere in October. Not really sure what time period, or Vivo X200. Maybe we can do that.
Okay, so last question. You pick.
Oh, I have to pick. Oh, yeah. I can't see anything, but I'll just tell you the chat that you should pick. Oh, there's a good one. Any open positions in TechWiser to come and work with you guys? I think you will address that better.
Okay, so currently we have 3 open positions in TechWiser, and before we
get to that, like we posted a team photo and people were wondering, like, I still feel we are not that a lot of people. We are still very less people, very highly productive people for what stuff we do. But what does TechWiser do in like 2 points? Like what all we do? People don't have an idea like what does TechWiser do.
Okay, so TechWiser currently has 3 verticals, and we like to keep the company very fundamentally strong and tight. And we believe in quantity is good. We are in the publishing, but quantity supersedes that. So we have 3 verticals: website, where we have techwiser.com. Our primarily audience is US as well as India, and there we cover the post-sale things, like if your smartphone gets stolen, how do you retrieve it? If your smartphone is getting like a software update, when do you get it? So those sort of stuff. Then we have our Instagram, which is also TechWiser, where we talk about we made a lot of awesome
very
reels.
Close to 1 million on that. So if you still haven't checked it out, go check it out. Shout out to Sayan.
Yeah, and it's gonna be huge.
Reels, yeah.
Our Instagram is gonna be huge. We are really bullish on that. And then, as you all know, we have our YouTube with long and shorts, and these 3 are the one we are focusing. But of course, we will expand and
do.
There is one more thing. Maybe we did talk about it in this video, but something new will definitely come in this month.
Yeah, that I'm also excited about it. Keep guessing, but that would be something which is which will, I think, increase our range as TechWiser. Like, we have not done such type of stuff, but
Hmm.
I'm really excited about it. So yeah, so what positions are we hiring for? If there is someone out there who is just wants to join us and a very good talented person, how do I apply, and what are the positions that we are hiring for, and what are we looking for?
Okay, so let's start with the positions. We have 3 open positions. One is a tech writer, where you will be writing and creating awesome content for our website. Second position we have open is a script writer for our YouTube as well as Instagram Reels and Shorts. So, like we said, we are very bullish on our Instagram, and we need someone who can test gadgets, find some
Research, like
interesting
content research or
content
script
research,
writing. Yeah.
script writing, all of that, testing as well.
Yes.
And then the third position that we have open is like someone who can take awesome cinematic shoots and montages. So not just to take face shots, but you can take, if you think that you can take those awesome montages, high quality, high production montages, you should definitely apply.
Definitely better than us.
Now, how should you apply? It's very simple. Like, I will also leave a link of the form. You can fill it down, and we will directly give you a call. This is like to speed up the process. Now, earlier we used to ask for people to fill a form, and then they have to go through a lengthy process, which was also good at that time. But right now, to speed up the process, you just have to send us a mail on career@TechWiser. Tell us about little bit about you, how you can add value to TechWiser, and then also leave your phone number. We will contact you, and then we will. The first stage is we will talk you on the phone. The second stage is we will have a video interview if you clear the first stage,
Just
and then come and see us and visit us in the office. So that's the process.
okay.
Chalo, let's.
Last question.
Location.
Location is, yeah, it is a full-time in-house position, and you have to come to our office at Noida, Delhi NCR.
Okay.
Chalo. So this is me, Prateek, Shobikda, Gaurav, all of
All
us
of us
here.
signing off, Team TechWiser, and see you tomorrow. A very good video is coming up.
Which one?
Travel gadgets.
Oh, nice.
That was a fun one. You will get a glimpse of.
Kerala trip.
Yes, we did a trip like after 3 or 4 years, but the gadgets are awesome, and we took a lot of time to make it. So you'll love it. You'll love it. And there's also shorts coming up. So yeah.
Let's go.
Bye bye.